Clubbing and partying in 2026 is dead. It's nothing new that for the past couple of years that clubbing and partying have been on a steady decline to the point where going to the club just seems like a humiliation ritual. But this year, 2026, might take the cake for clubbing being the worst I think it's ever been. Clubbing is supposed to be something that's enjoyable and fun and somewhere where people can let loose and express themselves through dance and music. Now the club scene is dead, completely dead. Cue the Undertaker music. Dead. And this discourse isn't new because post-COVID, clubbing and partying overall was just on the decline because people hadn't had social interactions for a long time. But you would expect the human race to come back stronger from this, right? And be like, we need to make up for lost times. The parties now are going to be insane. You need to be there, right? Wrong. See, clubs nowadays are, I think, the weirdest they've ever been. If I'm being honest, I actually don't have that much experience clubbing because I actually turned 21 in 2024 when clubbing was already on a steep decline, so just my luck. But according to my older siblings who are in their 30s, I know, brutal. The club and party scene pre-phones was something of a golden age, and I wish I got to experience that. So where did we as a generation go wrong when it comes to modern clubs and partying? Fortunately for you all, I conducted a case study on what makes the club so unfun and unsavory nowadays, and I'm here to share my findings. Now, I think the club has been on the decline for a multitude of reasons, but let's get into reason number one. The guys. I don't mean to point blame at my fellow guys, but guys, we are fucking up the vibe. Something I have and always will believe is that the club is for the ladies. It's for the ladies, man. Women used to be the center of attention at parties. I mean, just look at any 2000s film. And most of the plots were going to a party and trying to get the girl, or trying to get the girl to go to the party with you, or being at the party and seeing that the girl is talking to another guy at the party. Now you have to figure out a way to get the girl from the other guy at the party. Bars. Nowadays, if one of those movies was directed, it might be the girl trying to get the guy. The director would also be a guy, by the way. And don't get me wrong, I hate playing into this male baddie narrative. I mean, ask my girlfriend. I hate it when she calls me sassy or says male baddies. I can't stand it. But it might have some merit. Roll footage example A5. As you can see, most of these guys are not moving. They're not dancing. They're just standing. I think my friend Chris put it perfectly. Why are the men standing on top of the section like it's an auction and they're trying to sell their looks to anyone willing to buy? Or even worse, other male validation. Guys in the club everywhere I go are posted up like soldiers. Like, bro, you are stiff. Like, move, make the night fun, dance. Do something, anything besides just standing there. The ratio of men to women in the club is also disgusting. I mean, 4-to-1, awful. And I think this is the main reason most men don't move in the club. They are too self-aware of the other men around them. For every one woman a guy might see and find attractive and want to talk to her, there are 4 other guys who are already trying to make their move and looking at her like a piece of steak. So what do instead? Nothing. Hoping that the girl can sense their nonchalantness and see, I'm not like other guys. In the hopes that one of the girls just walks up to them like, hey, I noticed you over there not doing anything. Wanna f? And after doing my calculations, men are responsible for roughly 35% of the reason the club is so unsavory nowadays. So now that we've addressed the guys, there's another beast that I don't think gets nearly enough hate or flack for its role in the decline of the club over the years. Social media, social media, social media. You are one of the worst things to ever happen to the club. Back to my 30-year-old siblings. Yes, they're still 30. Their descriptions of the club are as follows.
I can't believe you want me to be a lame on camera. Okay. Parties in the 2010s, specifically house parties. You got the invitation by a text of a text of a text. You don't know whose party originally was. Probably somebody's birthday party. For us, there were parties in the burbs. But by the time I was like 20, we were hitting the city every time. Like, so we would end up on the west side of Chicago, the south side of Chicago, at someone's home, 100, 150 people in someone's home, music blasting. They'll definitely have drinks. Somebody ordered food at some point. You're meeting a bunch of strangers because there are no phones out, really. Like, I mean, we all had cell phones, but we weren't using it to take pictures of each other. Like, we were literally just linking. Everybody was asking for somebody's number. Like, you never left not talking to somebody. You definitely was gonna see your ex or your ex's girl there. Please bring back house parties. Thank you. you.
They make the club sound like a place where people actually have fun and actually enjoyed themselves. And I'm not trying to sound like the old guy who's like, just put our phones away and we'll have fun. But it's just the implications that social media have are really affecting people's mindsets when they get into the club. But instead of just taking what my sister said as fact, I decided to do my own research. And here's what I found. Do y'all see this? This is fun. They had a type of freedom we don't have nowadays, and that is because of the fear of ending up on social media. How many trends do we see nowadays where people are losing aura at a party or losing aura just being outside, being themselves? And what happens to your mind after you see enough of this happening? You don't want that to be you. Now, instead of going to the club and having fun, everyone is scared of becoming the next viral moment, so they stand there like soldiers. Additionally, social media causes one of the worst social phenomenons: main character syndrome. Why are you cutting in front of me in the line of the club? We're all gonna get in eventually. Why are you showing the security guard your Instagram and showing how many followers you have so you could get to the front? Oh my gosh, ew. I attribute social media to about 20% of the reason the club is so unsavory nowadays. This overall atmosphere and social pressure puts the club in a weird spot where girls think they're the main character, guys think they're the main character, coupled with the social constraints of social media, creating the final nail in the coffin for the club. Now, this final point may seem vague because I'm saying the overall atmosphere of the world, but let me explain. People are horny. I mean, the people are in heat. Literally and figuratively. And when you think about it, all of these reasons truly tie together. Both men and women see on social media that the other sex are hot and ready like a hot pocket and just think it's free game for them. The thing is, though, nobody has game anymore. Instead, people just try to convince others that they should
let them get in their pants.
During my case study, I heard, and I quote, "Girl, if you let me you tonight." I don't care what he was gonna say after that. What could you possibly be bargaining? If you let me, what were you going to offer? I got a seafood boil for you. Target, Starbucks. I got bonnets. I got 2 pink bonnets. Yo, there's something wrong with me. Music isn't helping either. Now, I'm not gonna get on the bandwagon and say that the music back in the day was way better than the music now. But why do clubs always play 2010 bangers when we're in the club? Because nobody can dance to like Big Sexy, I Love You, but I can't dance to that. I can only 2-step back to the bar. But this is what the club is nowadays. Buying expensive drinks, drinking till you can't, smoking till you can't, trying to get into someone's pants, and if all else fails, standing on the wall like you're not even there. I will attribute the current atmosphere of the world to 45% of the reason the club is terrible now. This makes it the leading factor of the downfall of the club. Seems like the atmosphere was more important than we thought, huh? It's March in Arizona and it's 106 degrees. You still think that the atmosphere is not important? Now, I still think that the club has potential, but we as people have to make it fun again. I'll let the quote speak for itself, but embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. We need to find comfort in embarrassment. But more often than not, you're not gonna embarrass yourself when you're out. And if the embarrassment point doesn't apply to you, then stop going to the club looking for validation or for others to inflate your ego. You are beautiful or handsome just the way you are. I see you, yeah. Yeah! Enjoy your nights at the club and don't say that the night was lame just because someone didn't give you attention or no one wanted to buy you a drink or no one wanted to dance with you. So go to the club and let loose, dance, talk to people, leave your ego at home, and truly just enjoy yourself. So in spite of everything that I just said, I'm actually gonna go to the club tonight and hopefully have a good night.
FUB